Hello, everybody. Excuse me while I get this all set up. How's everybody doing? So it is Michelle with YBM Beauty. I have not been on in a while, and I do apologize about that. So we're going to go ahead and rectify that. We're going to have some fun. I got some new products that just came in today, and I can't wait to show them with you guys. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do my makeup. I didn't do it all today, so this is the natural face. We're going to go ahead. I've already gone ahead and I have put my lotion on. Sorry, I'm listening to kids in the background. So I already, excuse me, have my lotion on. So I use the Divine Daily Moisturizer. And what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put my primer on. I actually, now I just had my hands on my primer, which of course means that I can't find my primer. Hold on, bear with me. See, this is why it is never boring when I do a live video, because you never know what's going to happen or what I'm going to lose. Usually when I lose something, it's my mind, but apparently today it is my face primer. And we have to have face primer, right guys? Yes, Miss Michelle, we need to have face primer. All right, so let me see. I know it's got to be here because it was here when I did my makeup yesterday. All right, here we go. Okay, Glorious Touch Face Primer. A lot of people ask, well, you know, do you really need it? Is it something that you have to have? Can you just kind of skip that step? And my answer every single time that somebody even suggests being able to go ahead and not use it is absolutely not. You have to have this step. What it's going to do is not only does it protect your skin from, you know, outside environmental debris, pollutants, and everything like that, but as much as our wonderful, amazing products are as natural as possible, there are still chemicals in them, right? And we don't want those chemicals. Your skin is your largest organ in your entire body. You don't want to have that, you know, seeping in there. So we're just going to let that dry for a minute. Okay. And if you come on, shout out, let me know that you're here. Facebook is wonky and it hasn't been notifying us. So I don't know if anybody's here or not. So I'm really excited because one thing that I got today is the powder and concealer brush. So I'm really excited. It's a two-sided brush, so it's like getting two for the price of one, which is, of course, always a good thing, right? So literally, I just opened the box. So now I'm trying to find the opening for this. Okay. That in there. Oh my gosh. You guys have to get this. It is so soft. It actually tickles my hand. So, all right, what I'm going to do is I do have a couple of little breakouts here, little spots that I want to go ahead and cover up. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that now. Okay, again, just a little dab. And what I'm using right now is the mineral concealer. I really like the mineral. And I love, love, love the liquid concealer as well. But honestly, I tend to use that more when I have either a gluten allergy breakout or a breakout from my psoriasis. So without that, I get to go ahead and just use this one. So I'm so excited. I don't know who knows it, but our spring launch went off and it has been so amazing and so fun. All the new products that are coming out, we have all these new colors. Hopefully somebody's going to come on the line with me. If they do, you're going to help me pick out my color for my lips. So that'll be good. We got some new stuff. I made sure to get some of the new colors. So what I'm going to do now, excuse me, is I'm going to use the Liquid Mineral Touch Foundation. I'm using it in Organza. I absolutely love it. So let me just go ahead and take this. We're going to shake it. Definitely want to shake it up. And then it's a dropper. So you want to clear the dropper out because it will separate. Okay. Ooh. So now we're going to close it up and now we're going to shake it again. And I don't know if anybody was on my one live that I did the one time I did this and it went flying out of my hand, hit the wall, bounced down, hit the cabinet, and then landed on the floor. It did not break. So I was like, good advertising. Okay, so now once you shake it up, squeeze the little knob, okay? It's not rocket science, I promise. It's really, really easy. All right, I am a big proponent of our foundation brush. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to take it, just 4 drops. There's that one there. And then I sometimes put one right in the middle. You don't have to. Okay, and then it's nice because all you have to do is just blend it in. I apologize if it starts to slip. It looks like my internet is going wonky. So I try to do these as I try to do them either like 4 o'clock or after 9 o'clock because I think what happens is the bandwidth in our area with all the kids being home and on computers and laptops. I guess laptop would be a computer. Cell phones, tablets, all that stuff. It just plays a part in it. Okay, and you want to make sure you bring it down. And hopefully this is coming out right because my light is looking to me like it's a little off color, but all right. Voila. And what's nice is it dries to a powdery finish. Okay. And because I put the primer on, what's really nice is that it will actually, it'll stay on all day or until I take it off later on tonight. So that's always a great thing. Excuse me. What we're going to do next is I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. Contouring is something that I was actually really afraid of in the beginning. I didn't want anything to do with it. I thought contouring was like witchcraft or something like that because it was obviously, it's not something I would ever be able to do. It's not the case. I promise you. It's a lot easier. All right, so I use our sculpting trio for today's demonstration. And I'm also going to use our contour brush. I think using the contour brush is essential. In the beginning, I didn't. I only had the trio. And I couldn't imagine why my makeup wasn't coming out. Then I found out once I got the right brush, it really did work wonders. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this angled side. And it's very easy. You can see here, it has 1, 2, 3. Shows you right where to apply it. You can't mess it up, I promise. And if you decide that you want it, I will walk you through it. I'll help you, I promise. So this part here, as you can see on the demonstration, or on the little card, and this card, it's plastic, it's in there, it's not, like, that's it. It's not coming out of there, okay? So what you're going to see right there is we are going to apply it right underneath our cheekbones. We're going to put it under our lip, the sides of our nose, and our forehead. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Should have put music on. And you want to go from here and down. And if you have to, you can make the dreaded duck face. So you can see where it's going. Okay. I do apologize. I have to put mine on a little bit darker, more applications, because I got the wrong color. So I didn't get the wrong color for the foundation that I was using at the time, but I was using the wrong foundation. So if you're using the wrong foundation, then you can end up using the wrong contour. So, but it's all good. Because this is so awesome, you can use this even for your eyes. True story. Okay, and you can already see what the contour does is it gives definition. And then you just want to bring it up a little bit. Okay, we're going to take it to the side of our nose. So what it's going to do is when you're using contouring, it is going to actually allow you to minimize any areas that you consider problem areas. I happen to feel like I have a huge nose, so I love being able to contour it down to size. Because what it does is it creates the illusion of a shadow. So if there's a shadow, then it's minimized. I know it might not seem that way, but it is. Okay. I do it down here. And what it does under your lip, I have very small lips. But now it gives the illusion of a shadow, which gives the illusion that I have a bigger bottom lip than I have. Okay. Do it right here. Give my chin a little bit of definition here. Okay, let's see. Then we want to go right underneath the jawline. Okay, again, we want to make sure that we have this blended in, so I'm just going to blend this a little better. Okay, good so far? Okay, so the next step now is to go ahead and use the highlighting powder. So with the highlighting powder, you are, sorry about that, you are going to use this part of the brush. And again, very nice, soft, easy, and it shows that we're actually going to go ahead. We are going to put it under our cheeks, chin, down the center of our nose, and right in the middle of the forehead, or right above here. Okay. And again, this is just a nice little highlight. Now the nice thing is we just got a brand new set of products that came out, and those are our illuminizers. They are absolutely amazing. I, unfortunately, like adult, thought that I had ordered the powder in iridescent, and I didn't. I knew that I did order one of the creams. Matter of fact, I have it right here. I ordered the cream luminizer, and this is in Pearly. So I did know that I did that, but I did not get the luminizer powder that I had wanted so desperately. So that's okay. So that's going to be coming. Anybody who's in the Northeast knows Unfortunately, we got affected by the blizzard last week, so some of the shipping has been delayed. Like, this should have been here last Monday instead of getting here today. So, but that's okay. It happens, right? So, look here. I can't wait to show off the eyebrow palette. All right. So now, this part here, this is your cream highlighter. Okay, it's your 3D highlight in cream. You want to use your finger for that because the heat from your finger is going to actually warm that up and it gives you a better application. Okay, and when you put this on, this is going to go right here. See, can you see that? Very, very easy to put on. Like I said, this is really foolproof. If I can figure out how to do this, I promise you can too. You're going to come down their nose. And you're going to do a little dot right there in the chin. And then right there, right in your Cupid's bow. So you got the Cupid's bow. That's going to allow you to highlight your upper lip and accentuate it. The contour down here is going to give the illusion of having a fuller bottom lip. So that is it for the contouring. Very simple, I promise you guys. Okay, so, and we're not done. We're going to be doing more. We are going to go ahead . Do we want? All right, I'm going to use the blush. Which one did I grab? I grabbed it in Sweet. I love our pressed foundation, or, well, do like this too. Our pressed blush. Now, can you see how much is gone from there? I've had this since August. And I use it almost every day. Literally, you take the blush brush, you take this, touch, and look at that. There's even extra for you to blow off on it. Okay. Again, touch, done. So I had somebody the one time said, oh, you know, I could just go to, you know, wherever. I'm not a name dropper, but I can go to any, you know, dime store, drugstore, whatever, and I can get it cheaper. Absolutely, you can. Go for it. Do what makes you comfortable. I used to buy my stuff at the local drugstore all the time. I'm not kidding. I never saw a problem with it. And I'm not going to tell you that there is one, okay, because that's not what I'm here for. What I am here to tell you, though, is that the little bit of extra that you're going to spend on this, I have already had for 7 months. And in 14 days, if I didn't like this color, I can send it back for my full money back. So, a little bit different, but everybody has to do what they're comfortable with, right? So, absolutely. Okay. Now, another way that you could go is you could always use our Beachfront bronzer. I use it in Hermosa. I love this. It is amazing. And you can also use this as a contouring. So you can see we have the matte finish and we also have a shimmery finish. So you can just, and I call that, some people call it the cheating. I forgot to actually do my upper forehead before. Haha. Some people call it cheating. I call it smart. I don't know what's cheating about it, but I think if there is a simpler way to do it and you do it, that's not cheating. Unless you are cheating at school or on a spouse or something like that, then that's bad. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to focus on the eyes. Again, I'm going to use our eye primer. I've shown it in the past. I'll post a picture of it in the comments below. One of the things that I think is essential with the eye primer is that the eye primer actually allows the eye makeup to stay on better. Okay, and it's just a neutral color. You just put it on. It's very easy. It goes on nice and smooth. And again, I have had this since, I want to say this one I've had probably since November. And I absolutely love it. When I use this, whenever I use any of our addiction palettes or our pigment shadows, I will go ahead and use this. I don't use it when I'm using our splurge shadows because our splurge shadow actually has a built-in primer property to it. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Excuse me, I do apologize. My sinuses and allergies are totally acting up. 30 inches of snow last week. First day of spring today. Allergies are going crazy. So what I'm going to do now is while that's drying, I am going to show my favorite product, the one that I could not wait for. I always promised myself I was not going to be that girl. I was not going to be that brow girl. I really don't have any eyebrows, you know, much of. But I have found out that I am obsessed with my eyebrows. And that started before this palette came out. This palette is part of our spring launch. Before this, I used the pencil and the gel. They're awesome. I love them. Would not trade them up for anything. But, guys, this is amazing. Okay. I also did get the brow artistry brush to go with it. And it tells you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't mess it up. So what you want to do is, now I do not have stencils. Some people have stencils that they use to be able to go ahead and do it. I don't have them, so I just kind of do it freehand and hope for the best and hope that it's working. Hello viewer, I see I have somebody on. Welcome. I'm just doing a little bit of makeup, showing some of the new products that came out. So when you're doing your eyebrows, the one thing you want to keep in mind is, and I need to go get mine shaped, but because of the blizzard last week, I missed my appointment. But they should start here. They should arch here and then end here. Okay. So mine don't really do that too well, but you know, we can pretend. The beginning is going to be lighter and it's going to go darker as it goes out. If you are anything like me, I was like, you're all crazy and I don't know what you're talking about. I found out they were right. The nice thing is, and I don't want to blind you, there is, I'll show you a little piece of it. There is a mirror that also comes with it. So you can sit here and do your eyebrows. All right, so we're going to start over here. And I told you, don't mind my eyebrows. I need to get them done. And again, you use the lighter shade here. And what I try to do is I try to line them a little bit. I am out of my pencil, so I just use the tip. You can see how fine that tip is. Look at that. To go ahead and do these. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side at the same time, and we're just going to work back and forth. Only because I sometimes get squirrel syndrome and then I lose my place, and so, you know. And also, you know, some people, they have twin, or what they call sister eyebrows. Some people have cousin eyebrows, or maybe it's twin and sister, I'm not sure. I have totally adopted, not even on the same species level eyebrows. Like, look at that one here. This one has a natural arch to it. It looks pretty. This one, it's like, nah, we're just going to hang out. We're going to do whatever happens. So, but it's all good. You know, it's all fun. And what I love about this is that I was never a makeup connoisseur. I'm not going to pretend that I am one now, okay? I happen to be a girl who found out that she loves makeup. I love the way I feel when I'm wearing makeup. And not only that, I love the joy that I get to see other people have. Excuse me. You know, one of the things that really drew me in with Younique was their whole, you know, what they stand for as a whole, actually. They want to uplift, inspire, and empower women. They also have a retreat where you can go. It's in Utah. And it is for women who were sexually abused as kids. So they take them there. I think it's a 4-day event. I don't want to say this. I think I'm correct on this. I think you have to pay your way there, but then everything there is taken care of for you. And it's really amazing because the whole point of Younique is to go ahead and to give back. It's not to keep everything in house. It is to give back. I'm sorry. What I'm doing now is I'm using the highlight for above my, right above here. We're going to follow this down. Okay. Maybe the other side. So they're all about giving back. August, when I joined, actually, they had partnered up with defendinnocence.org. And that is about stopping childhood sexual abuse before it starts. It's about getting the education out there, getting the conversations going. It's not a nice conversation to have. A lot of people shy away from it. Nobody wants to have the conversation. But the more we talk about it, the more it's out there, and the less chance it is that it's going to happen to somebody that you know, that you love. Excuse me. So I'm a big, big proponent of it. We talk even, I have boys, and, you know, it's a sad statistic, but 1 in 4 girls are sexually abused as children. 1 in 6 boys are as well. So just because you have boys doesn't mean that it's not a possibility. So just wanted to get that out there and let you all know. I've always said what I'm going to do now is I'm using number 5, which is the wax. I'm just going to put that on, and then what this will do is it will actually just hold the color and everything in place. So yeah, even if you are not interested in the makeup or the skincare, I always say the Younique foundation is still something worth checking out. So you can still go to my website. You don't want makeup or skincare? Fine. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and you will find the links to the 2 organizations I just mentioned. So it is absolutely amazing to work with this company. I absolutely love it. See there, I have a scar in my eyebrow, and it's like, you know, you play with it, you try to cover it up, but really no matter what I do, I'm always going to have a scar there, so it's okay. Unless I get my microblading done. Excuse me. One day I will get microblading done. Maybe. I don't know. I have a few friends that had it done and it looks so amazing, but I don't know. I just don't think I can do that. But we'll see. All right. So we went ahead and we did that. What I'm going to do now is I am going to take palette. Which addiction palette? 3, 4. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Excuse me. I'm actually going to do 3 and 5. I like the look of 3 and 5. 3, this is our Addiction palette, number 3. You can see all the colors ranging from Tickled down to Irate. Seriously, one of my favorite palettes ever. We also have palette 5. Palette 5, when they announced this, I thought they were absolutely bat crazy. There was no way anybody was ever going to use these. It is one of my favorites, and I absolutely love it now. So, yay. We're going to go ahead, and first thing I'm going to do is use my angled shadow brush. And I'm going to put on first my transition color. Okay, so this isn't going to be the base color. It's not going to be the primary color. It's just going to be a transitional color. And I am going to use that today in Determined. Okay, so that's this one right here. It's a very pretty color. It's very neutral. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just putting it kind of like at the top of the eyeball, just like that. And again, like I said, this is the transition color, so it doesn't have to go all the way down to the bottom. It's not going to go all the way to the top. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay, again, this is Determined from palette number 3, and I'm just using this as the transition color. All right, so what I'm going to use as the base color, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but I absolutely love it, is I'm going to be using the color Brilliant. Okay, and that's that silvery color that's right there. I absolutely love this color. I really do. I wear it so often because it's not a brashy silver. It seems weird saying brashy and silver because it makes me think like I want to say the word brassy, but I didn't. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to blend that in. And this is going to cover the entire eyelid. Okay, and you can see what that does is it actually makes that eye pop open a little bit more by wearing a lighter color over your eyelid. It gives that more of a pop, and especially if you're like me and you have small eyes that are hooded. Because let me tell you, I used to wear the dark browns and all the dark colors, and I thought like, oh, this is the way it is. It's all browns. It's all like whatever. Oops. I was making my eyes look smaller. I wasn't helping them to look bigger. I didn't know. So now I know. Knowledge is power, right, folks? Knowledge is power. And then I like to put just a little bit right here in the center because it is a light color. So it'll go ahead and just help pop it even a little bit more. All right, so that's it for palette 5. Excuse me, I do apologize. So now we're going to come back to palette number 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the colored Cheeky. And that's this one right here. My favorite color probably of all of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my angled brush and I'm just going to lightly swipe it. Can you see that? Lightly swipe it, just like that. And then I'm going to put this right here in the corner and I'm going to push it. And this is actually going to go right into your brow bone. So don't be afraid to push up to get it in there. I know when I first started doing it, I was like, oh my God, that's gonna hurt. No, not hurting. If you're hurting yourself, you're definitely pushing too hard. Okay. Just like that. And then we're gonna repeat it over here. Bring it over here into the corner. And then again, this is going right into the brow bone. Just like that. And I like doing short strokes like that. I don't like to go, you know, it's not a windshield wiper. You know, that's what I always say. It's not a windshield wiper. You don't want to, you want to do them in the nice little short strokes. So, okay. Hopefully you guys like it. Okay, so now what is Michelle going to do? Michelle is going to take her pearly luminescent, okay, and I'm just going to take, like, seriously, a drop like that. Okay, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 drops there, 1, 2, 3 drops there, okay? And then all I'm going to do is rub that in. So I have some people that are like, really? Do you use your luminescent for that? I'm like, sure do. I love the color. The color is a little too dark for my complexion to be able to use it as a great highlighter. But all of our products I love because they're multi-use. So yeah, you know, I can go ahead and, let me show you here. See, I can go ahead and I can put it on and it'll highlight, right? You could see that. Right? You could see the shimmer on that? But the other day I used it, I actually used it on my lips, and I really, really, really loved it. I have to say, I did. See, it just gives that little bit of an iridescent shadow. So you really can't get the wrong color per se. It's just, it wasn't the one that I wanted. So take a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Now what are we going to do? Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. This is actually the cornerstone. This is what started Younique. Younique started with one product. One. These babies right here. This is what put us on the map. Hand to God, put us on the map. Absolutely insane. I did not know that. I didn't know that because, unfortunately for me, 2 years ago, when somebody in the family had a Younique party, I opted just not to show up, not to go. And like, whatever, you know, and just, no, you know, it's expensive, it's this, it's that. You know, I had every excuse under the sun. When I do it, I always put a layer on the top of the eyelashes just because they're so, my eyelashes are so light. So I didn't go to the party. Then I started seeing this girl and I'm like, oh my God, her personality is so amazing. And I saw people starting to share her videos and I was like, wow, I'm like, that's kind of cool. So I'm like, oh, I gotta go ahead and follow her. And I really didn't think anything of it. Still never had any desire to join or anything, or buy at all. But I liked watching her because she has a really big personality. So fast forward to last year, and my girlfriend was like, oh, you know, I just started doing this. Do you want to have a party? You know, you're going through a lot of stuff right now. It'd be really cool get your mind off it. And who doesn't like free makeup? So I'm like, all right, I'll have a party just to get some free makeup, whatever. You know, come on, we've all done it. We've all had the obligatory party just because, you know, you kind of had to. So I did the party. And I got the liquid foundation that you saw me use at the beginning. And I got the face primer. I was instantly hooked right in. Hook, line, sinker. That was it. I had to have it. There was like nothing else. So a couple months later, I hem-hawed. I don't know what I should do. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? You know, I have a full-time job. My kids are cyber schooled. I've got all these obligations, but something in me said, just go for it. Do it. So I did. I went ahead and I went for it. And so I called her up and I'm like, oh my God, I don't believe what I just did. I just hit the join button on your website. And so she, of course, she was so excited. She, you know, she was freaking out, which was great. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, really? Like, did I just do that? I made a huge mistake. I can tell you now that I absolutely did not make any mistakes because I absolutely love, don't worry, if you're using our 3D fibers, do what I do. I capture them and I send them right back home. I don't let any of them get away. So yeah, so that's how I started. Scared out of my mind, thinking everybody was crazy, and then it happens. I get added to all these groups. And lo and behold, the upper elite upline, our makeup mama, the one who has every single one of us underneath her, she was the hostess at the party. I blew off. And I was like, oh my gosh. And because we were talking the one day and that person was also on one of her live feeds and said hi to them and she's like, wait a minute, you guys know each other? I was like, yeah. I'm like, I was supposed to be at her party. So for a couple of seconds, it kind of bummed me out. I gotta be honest. I was like, man, that was like 2 years ago. I could have done this 2 years ago. What happened? But you know, I think everything happens when it's supposed to happen. And 2 years ago, I don't think I still would have had the courage to come out and do this. So, as much as it probably would have been awesome to have joined 2 years ago, I am on the adventure that I am supposed to be on. I am on my path. I am on my journey. So we will see where that will take us. Hopefully, it'll take us far. My team is the Beauty Brigade. We have so much fun. It's a great little team. So, always a good time. Okay. So, I did my lashes. This is like my droopy eye, so nothing ever shows as pretty and clear as it does on this side. But you can see how big those lashes are. And then my lower lashes, I do not put fibers on unless I have an event or something that I'm going to. So if any of you would like to get in on the fun, hosting your own party to get free makeup, or if you just want to take a look around, place an order, excuse me, don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know. Let me know what you want to do there. And I'm definitely here to go ahead and always help you with that. I am going to go ahead and put my eyeliner on now. So usually I do this before my lashes. I just forgot. Oh, silly me. That's all right. There really is no wrong way to put makeup on. So you want to get your lash line, that waterline there. Normally, I do my upper lash line too. But as I said, I actually already put my fiber lashes on. So silly of me. That's all right. Okay. All right. And there we go. I love it. Absolutely awesome. What I'm going to do now is quickly do my lips. I'm using our lip exfoliator. It is absolutely above amazing. It's shea butter and sugar crystals. One, it tastes delicious, but don't eat it. But it's great. I love it. Especially with winter lips. All right. So what I am going to do is I am going to use one of my new favorites. One of my new favorite lip colors. It's called Loaded. And I just love it. I think it's just such a nice neutral color. It's great for day. It's great for night. Whatever you need. So I'm going to go ahead. And one thing you want to do is you don't want to sit there and go to your lips, okay? All that's doing is it's just mushing it all around. So if you want to nicely blend them, you're just going to go, think like popcorn popping. Pop, 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 pop. And that's it. So I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's makeup tutorial. I think it went nice and easy. I didn't do anything totally crazy on you guys. If you have any questions, definitely reach out. Feel free. Let me know. I'm more than welcome to be here for you. I love you guys. Without you guys, I can't do what I'm doing. So as always, you guys are one of my main reasons for being here. If you want to be in my VIP group, it's an exclusive group. I have up to 50 people that are in there. So if there's still a couple spots open, so if you want one of those spots, let me know. I'd be more than happy to go ahead and add you. And I'm going to put a link in the comments for, or I'm sorry, a picture in the comments that I promised you before with the difference of having the eyeshadow on with and without the eye primer. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for always being here and always supporting me. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.